morning, students. How are you today? I'm glad that you are all fine because I'm fine too. I hope that we are all stay safe, sound, and healthy in this situation. Today, we are going to learn about heat and heat transfer. But before we start the lesson, I have one question for you. Do you like hot milk? Did you drink the hot milk this morning? The one that drink the hot milk this morning, please raise your hand. Okay. Right now, I don't have any hot milk with me, but I have this hot water. You can see that this water is hot based on the smoke that is came out of this water. Okay. So to help you understand what is the definition of heat, I will need this hot water. This hot water will help you understand the definition of heat. So, I have this hot water in the glass, and I will touch the surface of the glass, and I will need your help to count until 5. Are you ready? Okay. Let's start from now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, my hand feel hot. Why did my hand feel hot? Yes, because there is energy that transfer from the hot water to my hand. So we can say that heat is the energy that is transferred from hot object to cold object. This is the illustration of what we did just before. This is the hot water and this is my hand. You can say that this hot water is the hot object and my hand is the cold object. So, heat is energy that is transferred from hot object and to cold object. Well, maybe it will make you wondering, how does the heat transfer? There are 3 ways of heat to be transferred. There are 3 ways. And to understand each of the ways, I will show you a demonstration and an illustration. The first way is conduction. I will show you a demonstration about conduction. To help you understand conduction, I will show you a demonstration. Here, I have a candle, I have a match, and I have a spoon, and I also have candle again. And then, I will turn off the flame in the candle, and then I will melt the candle, and then let some of the candle stick to the spoon. You can see that there are some melted candle that stick to the spoon, and this melted candle already turned to solid form again. Okay, and then I will put this spoon with the melted candle on it above the candle. Maybe you can come closer to me. And then let's wait for some times and then wait and see what's gonna change. You can see that the melt candle start to melt it again. It's already changed to the solid form, and then it melt again. You can see this part is already melt and it moved to this side. You can see that the melt candle fall on the table. You can see that this side still doesn't change at all. When this side is already melt, this side still doesn't change at all. Let's wait for some times again. For a while, let's wait for a while again. Okay. This side start to melt, but it's not yet melt. Okay, we will have to wait for a while again. Okay, let's wait again. This side. Okay, let's wait again. We will wait until this side melt all of this part melt. Okay, you can see this side already melt all over, and this side it's still in a solid form. Okay. Okay, this demonstration show you what is conduction, and conduction is okay. From my demonstration before, we know that is conduction. Conduction occurs in object or particle that are in contact. I'm sorry, there is smoke come out from the spoon. You know that this spoon have particle on it, and each particle are in contact. So we can say that conduction is the heat transfer that the object and the particle are in contact. And then conduction occurs in solid. So conduction occurs in the spoon. It is the solid material. Okay. Then we've already known about conduction. Now let's move to the convection. To help you understand what is convection, actually, I make some illustration for you. Here is the illustration of boiling the water. You see, this is the flame. You see, this is the stove. This is the pot that content of water that are going to be boiled, and then this is the water. This is the water in the bottom part, and this is the water in the upper part. You can see that the water in the bottom will be hotter than the water in the upper. Why? Because it is nearer to the flame. And because it is hotter, so it will less dense. It is less dense. And then because it less dense, it will move to the upper side. And the water in the upper side is colder. Why is it colder? Because it is more far to the flame. Because it is colder, so it more dense. And because it is more dense, it will move to the bottom side, and it will form a current. You can see the current that looks like a bubble when you boil in the water. You remember, right? When you boil in the water, there will be a bubble after the water being boiled. So we can say that convection occurs in particle that moves in current. You see that this is the current, and then it occurs in liquid and gas. It occurs in liquid because water is liquid. Okay, now you already know about conduction and convection. Now let's move to the radiation. To help you understand what is radiation actually, I will need you to get out of this class and standing under the sun. Okay, let's get out of this class and standing under the sun. Okay, start from you. Please get out of this class. Okay, students, you've already stood under the sun. What do you feel after standing under the sun? Yes, you will feel hot. Why did it happen? Because there is the heat of the sun that transfer from the sun to your body, and that is the example of radiation. So we can say that radiation is the transfer of heat through space and by electromagnetic waves. You can see that radiation is quite different with two ways of heat transfer before. Radiation is quite different with conduction and convection because radiation doesn't need any agent to help the heat to transfer. So in convection and conduction, it needs agent, but in radiation it doesn't need any agent. Okay, that's all our lesson today. We've already learned about heat and heat transfer, and we will meet again in the next today's meeting, we learn more in depth about each of conduction, convection, and radiation. That's all for today. Thank you for your attention. Forgive me if there is any mistake I make. Good morning, students.